Greenwich, England, is also home to the National Maritime Museum, which contains the largest collection of nautical memorabilia in the world. Nearly 2 million items dealing with every aspect of sailing. Well, we're going to add a sailing miracle to the list, and for it, we must travel to another distant land, Turkey, and a section of the Çorum River known as the King Kong Rapids. And if the name doesn't scare you, believe me, the deadly currents will. The Çorum River in northeastern Turkey is a popular destination for nature enthusiasts, especially whitewater rafters. To reach the rapids, you must first sail through a corridor of farming communities and past small towns of faded grandeur, until finally the raft enters the gorges and the pace quickens. It's here that the river narrows, growing faster and wilder. Turkish guide Vedat Karadağ explains.
The name of the river, Çorum, means crazy by the local people because they assume that the river is really dangerous. It runs very fast, and they can't believe that Americans are coming here and running the rapids.
15 Americans had spent 4 days reaching the main gorge in the King Kong Rapids. Chuck O'Brien was among them.
It's a particularly long, difficult, and very, very challenging rapid.
Vedat was watching from the bank of the river.
I was up at the road, which we could look it down to the rapid, and it looked really big. I mean, high waves and big holes, and all white water. And when the rafts were coming, then I was a little concerned that everything was going to be okay.
We were the first boat, and as we came around the corner to King Kong, the entry waves were big. The river was runnable, but it was on the margin. You could just feel it in the water. Those rapids were extremely large. The waves were big. They were crashing in on us. The boat was getting pushed around. When a wave breaks on you like that, your heart virtually stops. You just know that the worst has happened. I got up on the boat and immediately started counting heads. Saw that everyone was there except one person, that was Beth. She's just out of reach, maybe 100 feet downstream, taking a thrashing. She was getting just pounded by waves over and over, fighting for her life, fighting for her breath mostly. At that point, there was nothing we could do for Beth. She either had to be rescued by the boat behind us or she had to save herself.
The transport van sped along the edge of the river. Vedat knew that the team was in trouble, but did not realize that one of them was fighting for her life.
Okay, stop right here, stop right here.
To find a place where we can try to throw him a safety line.
Give me the line, give me the throw line. Stanley, where's the other person?
And then we talked to the rafts. They said we don't have Beth. Beth is at back. But my God, she's in the river.
And the rapids were pulling her under.
I was becoming incredibly tired because the water was so strong and so difficult to swim against. But I was able to get over to the side of the river and grab hold of some branches. And I remember calling for someone to come help because the water was still, even there, was very strong. Luckily, there were a couple of Turkish gentlemen who had been watching, and they raced down the edge and pulled me out.
Are you okay, Beth? Su içmiş ya.
She looked like she'd been through a war.
Are you okay?
Çok teşekkür ederim.
Beth handled the whole situation extremely well. When accidents happen on wild rivers, it's sort of like Russian roulette. You don't know if you'll be floating through happily or if you'll be swimming through your worst nightmare.
Or if, by some miracle, you'll be saved.